Good.
My name is Stephanie, and I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I've been a Portland native all my life, except for the last 4 years when I've been living in Nepal doing language research. The village that we want to build the school for is a village called Fedi. It is located in Ramechhap district in Nepal. It's about 2 days outside of Kathmandu, east of Kathmandu. To get to the village of Fedi from Kathmandu, you would travel by bus for about a day, about 12 hours, and then you'd stay in kind of a transit city town. They've got a few hotels and kanagars, food shops. So then from there, it's walking. So you walk up, and then you walk up, and then you walk up, and then you finally get there. And it's not just walking up, it's a lot of leeches, and it's really, it's steep, but it's not like a paved road or a nice straightaway. You're really climbing over things and getting dirty on your way up. So then you arrive to Fedi, and it's on a hillside. And I know that in the Northwest we think that we know hills and mountains because of the area we live in. But when I returned from Nepal, I was surprised at how flat it is here. And you look out over the hillside, and you can see the hilltops, but you can also see the clouds that roll underneath you because you're so high up in elevation. And then if you get a really clear day, you can even see Mount Everest from the village. Yeah, a school would be huge for not only the children of Fedi, but all the nearby villages as well. Fedi, before the earthquake, was the only school in the area, so children would walk up to 2 hours to get to school and up to 2 hours to get home afterwards. It's a lot of effort to get to school, and these kids are willing to do that, and these parents are willing to do that to make sure that their kids are educated. But currently, since the earthquake has happened, there is no school that is usable in Fedi, which school is technically standing in Fedi, but it's not in a usable state. If they put children in there, there would be the constant risk of it falling. Parts of the school have already collapsed, but other parts are not stable enough to use. It's also so unstable that it's not even repairable. The situation for the schools in Fedi is that they have the old school building, which is the one that's been severely damaged and is not usable anymore. They also have a new school building, which the government had provided funds for several years ago. However, that school only had a foundation and a couple walls built before the funds ran out, and so the village had never been able to complete the construction of that. So what the village is wanting to do is complete the new school building, because that building was built in a way that withstood the quake, and it's still in good condition. It just needs to be finished so that kids can be using it. Whereas the old school, there's just no hope for even using that in the future, even if repairs were made. I think it was about maybe 100 students, okay. Maybe 150 students. Yeah, and it's all grades 1 through 5 that come to school in Fedi.